to Sovereign State, the podcast where we share our unfiltered opinions as a family on current events and trending topics.
Welcome to Sovereign State. It's your boys at Conga Bar, repping NYC, Wash Heights, you already know.
What's up? What's up? This is Queen. Welcome to Sovereign State Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We got one more to go.
Hey, y'all. It's Stormy.
Yeah. All right. So today is 15 July 2020. And on the agenda we have what's trending is Nick Cannon. So apparently Nick Cannon got fired from VIACOM CBS for saying that the real Jews are black, which historically they are.
Hey, we're going to get fired from our podcast, don't we?
Yeah, but the powers that be that run the industry, you know, the movie industry, the music industry, the banks, who are the usurped Jews, didn't like that. So he got fired.
So they fired him.
Right. And that's including, what's his show?
Wild 'N Out.
Wild 'N Out. Because apparently he
That's
doesn't own it
one.
anymore. I thought he owned it.
I thought he owned it too.
He said that they kind of like swindled him out of it. If you read his statement on Facebook.
Recently?
No, not recently, but, you know.
Like, did he own it at the beginning?
Yeah, because he created it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't
And
know.
it's a $1 billion company that just wilding out that show.
That's because that show is crazy.
Because they have tours, they have a restaurant apparently. Mm-hmm. You know, they have mixtapes, they have all types of stuff.
It's an entire,
merch.
It's an entire
whole
right,
corporate
and
thing.
because I think if you notice when he came back with it, it kind of blew up more than what it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess because we came back the second time, you know, there was more social media. Because
Right.
remember the first time there was like
He
maybe
added
like
a lot of people that
Facebook.
already had a following from social media.
I think that's a great idea.
And that was right around the time also when, I don't know if y'all know, but this app called Vine.
Yes.
When it was dying.
Vine.
So he took all the people
Vine
that were
people.
like viral on Vine and everybody was like, no,
Right.
when are we going to get to see them next? And then he put them on
That's
his
a
show
fact.
and it was like,
and
yo.
they're all eating. Everybody's eating because of that. And he got battle rappers in there too.
Yes, he has
Right.
everybody.
Right.
He had everybody
So
on there.
that was something that wasn't ever done, and I think that's why it was successful.
Right. It's pretty amazing what he did with that show. You know what I mean? Everybody's eating.
At first, I wasn't watching it because I didn't understand it, and
Right.
I think it took several seasons for me to even pay any attention to it.
Right.
But
It's
I love the
hilarious.
rap battle. That was my favorite part, and then he he added more things as he went on every year. So
And then he doesn't like. If you notice, he doesn't just be like, "Oh, it's only for black people."
yeah,
Like he got
No,
other
he had
people.
white
He
people
puts a
there,
lot of
too.
people in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's not like on some ignorant shit. you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, now I guess you know he said something. I mean, which was is historically correct, and even the even the Jews know it's correct. But you know, it's something that they don't want put out there. You know what I mean?
But they said that he didn't get fired like immediately after he said that. They had given him a chance
To do
to apologize or kind of rectify. I mean, maybe take back what he was saying.
Well, he I think he apologized, but not the way they wanted. You see what I'm saying?
That's
They
not what
wanted
I
him
saw.
to. They wanted him to like say, "Oh, I take it all back. Like it was wrong."
They want him to cower.
I mean, he said he don't need all those people.
Yeah, he don't need it. But
Then again, it's been 20 years.
It's
that
been
he's
20
dealing.
years that he's been dealing with those people. But my thing is, right, so these people band together, the Jews, and fire him, right? Where's Black Lives Matter?
Where is Black Lives
Where's
Matter?
Black Lives Matter, right? Because
That's a good question because it's right in the middle of all this.
They banded together against a black man. So now you should, in turn, band together against them. But
How?
why?
How?
have people come out and talk for him. I bet you all those stars in Hollywood are gonna be really quiet.
Why?
Nobody's gonna say a word.
Yes,
Of
out
course.
of fear.
Because who runs everything?
I mean, I get it, but
And that's what he said. He pretty much said that, right? They run everything, and they get
Yes.
mad when you say that.
Yes, he
Because it
that's
puts them in a position of power. They want the perception that they're meek, like that they're also just like black people. We're oppressed just like black people. No, you're not. You know what I mean?
who said they oppressed like black people?
They want that perception.
Jews?
Yeah, they want that perception.
Man,
You know what I mean?
Jews are good.
Right.
Jews
but
been good.
you can't say that. The minute you say, "Yo, y'all run everything," they get offended. They'll
They
call
do.
you an anti-Semite.
Yeah, they get mad.
Because they don't want that perception, right?
So what exactly happened for the people out there who?
I said it already. He said that the real Jews are black.
Yeah, but what do I mean? What in Wildin' Out? What
No,
did he do?
in his podcast, Cannon's class, he was interviewing Professor
Professor
Griff from the group Public Enemy.
Oh, that's where he's from.
Right. And he was kicked out in 1989 for saying something, in quotation, anti-Semitic as well. Right. He didn't say anything at all. All he said was facts. Like, yo, the Jews run the banks. The Jews run the music industry. The Jews run the Hollywood. And they got pissed at him because of that. And then they forced the group to kick him out.
But my thing is this: they got balls.
Who's they?
The people that got him fired, the VIACOM and all that, because you're gonna get him fired for a sentence that he said for him expressing a fact, actually.
Right, but he said a little more too. But still,
I
he
mean,
went in on like how melanated people are supposed. There's a whole bunch.
Yeah,
his podcasts
I got
are
some
real.
quotes
Like
here.
I watch his podcast, and they're interesting because he talks like he doesn't just say, you know what I mean? He's actually talking about stuff that's like,
he speaks in mind.
yeah. And so it's crazy how, and it's funny how they have, like she said, they have balls or whatever, because they just fire him they don't think they're gonna get anything out of it.
But what he said, I mean, I got his quotes here. I got his what he said. It's kind of ugly.
It is.
It's kind of boom
It's
out there.
straightforward. It's not ugly.
Yeah,
It's straightforward.
straightforward.
And something that they don't want to hear, which is the truth.
Right.
Nobody wants to hear that.
You're right. I'm just saying ugly, just
But was
for
it,
lack
was
of a
it,
better word.
Was it like something that was malicious towards them?
No,
Exactly.
he called them evil. They act evil.
Mm-hmm.
They have to rob, steal, rape, kill in order to survive.
Well, historically, that's what happened.
This is funny. He said a lot, and I would have been mad too.
Right. So I understand them because they did what they were supposed to do, the Jews. Right? But why are we, Black Lives Matter, i.e., are not doing what we're supposed to do? It's supposed to be a black awakening right now, right?
Yes.
We're supposed to be banding together, right? Oh, we're oppressed and we're coming together, and now it's an awakening. We're taking back the power, right? So when something like this happens, this is an opportunity to be like, oh, so you want to band together against my brother? So we banding together.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You see what I'm saying? But they're not doing that.
This is one of those opportunities where, like, I've said this on my social media accounts so many times, is that we just talk. You're just chatting. You need to do something to back it up, it up what you want. Okay, we have a set goal as a people, what we want to achieve, but never can we ever agree on what to do. We can never come together and as a united front and solve what we want to solve. Mm-hmm. It's always more complaining,
but everybody
and more
else does it.
Whining, more crying about what other people can't do for us, but. Do you know how much power we have if we just take it? Like, just do it.
That's the problem with our people. We complain and complain and complain, but don't take no action. What it is that a lot of people are looking for is a guide, or not even a guide. Kind of. It's somebody like, oh, tell me what to do, and then maybe I'll do it.
Right,
but I'm really pissed off at what is going on.
Right.
And that's the problem with our people right now. You have to take it into upon yourself
Right.
to even if you make suggestions to whatever it is that your goal is, your ultimate goal is as a people. That's doing something more than complaining. So that's what I think our problem is.
Right. Looking for a messiah, somebody who to lead us, which is not going to work because this happened plenty of times and they just take them out. Well, do you see a leader in the Jewish community? They just all band together.
I was going to say they're all one. They're all a community.
Right. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Now, what I'm saying is, why are we not doing what we're supposed to do?
Oh my goodness, that's a whole nother.
You see what I'm saying? And that shows you that Black Lives Matter is bull.
It is.
Because it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And then if I ask them right now, they'll be like, no, our agenda is about police brutality. No.
That has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter.
You're supposed to be banding together for whatever. Like, we going in right now. That's what it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be nonstop. Every problem, we're fixing it. That's how it's supposed to be. But they don't. But it's not like that. You know why? Because that's not their agenda. That's not what they want.
Not only that, but they can't say anything to the Jews.
Why?
Who's funding them? Where are they getting all this donations from?
Where?
Everywhere you look, you turn on the TV, Amazon says Black Lives Matter. They're donating. NFL, Black Lives Matter. They're donating. Movie studios, TV, everything, TV stations, they're donating to Black Lives Matter. Who owns these things?
Well, if you just said that Jews are the ones doing owning all that stuff.
Exactly.
Man.
The Jews are funding them. So they can't say anything.
Well, that's all the time. That's been my whole life has been like that. So,
exactly.
I mean, you notice it.
Right. So it's a movement that's not even yours in the first place.
That's why I don't.
So how can you support that? It's just like when I found out that the NAACP was started by Rockefeller. So I'm like, it's not your movement either. It's not yours. They control it. They control the narrative. You can even say what you want to say or do what you want to do. That's why they're irrelevant. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking here, and their big issue, Viacom's big issue with Cannon's statement is that they don't tolerate bigotry.
But how is it bigotry?
And that was my next question. How is facts, stating facts, bigotry?
Right.
What is bigotry?
What?
That's a good question. Let's bring
is
it
it
up.
Racism?
It's
a form of
vein.
it?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's get the exact.
So they don't tolerate that, and that's what they were calling his statement. But he was speaking facts, you know.
So bigotry is intolerance towards those who hold different opinions from one's self.
What the?
Intolerance. So how does he?
Wait, what? Say it again.
Intolerance towards those who hold different opinions from one's self.
So intolerance. So like saying intolerance.
That doesn't
basically
make sense.
Intolerance.
So he's saying that he's intolerant towards the Jews because they hold a different opinion.
That can't be what bigotry
that makes
is.
no sense.
It makes no sense.
I thought bigotry was something else. How could that be bigotry if we're understanding what the word means?
Right.
He said that we are the true Jews.
Right.
Or the true Hebrews.
Right.
How is that bigotry?
And then he just went into history and said they raped and robbed.
Yeah.
Which happened.
Caused all kinds of havoc.
So the thing is that they don't want you saying that. That's the thing. That's the whole.
It's just as simple as that.
Right.
Bigotry.
So they'll say, "Oh, it's racism."
I guess bigotry. I don't even know what.
Because they didn't give their opinion. So how is it bigotry? Because it's here. It says you don't agree to an opposing opinion. You're intolerant towards a different opinion. that's different from yours. That's what they are.
That's what they're doing.
That's what they're
ones
doing.
That's why I'm confused.
What the hell?
'Cause
They're
they're
the
the-
ones being bigots.
Bigots.
Because they're intolerant towards his opinion.
But to them, but it's not. But why are they using bigotry? Those are not a. It's a fact. I'm confused on why they're saying like it's
not an
opinion.
opinion.
It's not a view. It's not a. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact. It's history.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, I mean, they just don't like it when people bring out facts. You know, you got people like Michael Jackson and a whole bunch of other people that just disappeared
Right.
because of what they say.
When they go against them, yeah.
Yeah, the facts that they throw out there.
Because they're not the real Jews.
Right. But like you said, BLM. How is that affecting that? Like that? Be careful. Sorry. Black Lives Matter. That has it's like going totally against what this movement is about right now. By firing him for speech, for for expressing himself. So.
Yeah. So, by the way, for the listeners out there, if you want to find out how they usurped and became the Jews, there's a book, The 13th Tribe by Arthur Kessler. 13th Tribe by Arthur Kessler, written by a white Jew, that he writes the actual history on how they took and became Jews, right? From the mountains of Caucasus in Eastern Europe. They converted to Judaism, and then through the generations, they actually believed that they were the Jews.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get how that's possible, how they could do it. How do you feel about Black Lives Matter, Nani? Storm?
In what way?
I mean, are you with it? You against it?
I
Are
mean,
you all
I feel
fist
like.
hand up, fists to the air, or what?
I mean, I cannot say, like, when people ask me that question, I cannot just say, yeah. I mean, obviously the statement Black Lives Matter, duh, that's the truth. But the movement, I can't put myself behind that. It's just, you gotta name it something else, like, for me to be able to say, like, because there's so many negative parts of Black Lives Matter, like that saying. There's so many other connotations that I just can't get behind it, can't put my name behind it. So, do I believe that black people have some to fight for? Yes, we have a lot of things that we should fight for, but I don't know how else to explain that.
When they talk about Black Lives Matter, is that including us Hispanics and other minorities? Or just blacks?
Or African Americans?
Or African Americans? But that's what I'm
actually
saying.
a good question, because there's a lot of times where I'll say something and people will tell me this is not my fight because I'm Dominican. Or when they say that Asians are people of color, Asians, like, like, is it East Asians? They'll say that they're people of color too, but this is not their fight either.
And that's a problem too, because we have the numbers. If you do incorporate all those other people. You
But
know
they
what I'm
don't.
saying?
I don't
More
know.
numbers.
But the thing is that they are, when your opinion doesn't correlate with theirs,
right.
you don't count then.
Right. Correct.
Because you're not right. Because your opinion is not my opinion, so it's not right. And that's just how they feel.
Well, this is a topic that's going to continue on for a while. I think people don't understand what exactly Black Lives Matter should mean, and they take it overboard. And I don't agree with all of this protesting and being out there and what is it accomplishing? They're saying what are they saying? What's the word I'm looking for? 400 years oppressed.
Oppressed, yeah.
That we've been oppressed for 400 years, and so It's about time for a change, I guess. But protesting is not going to do it. I don't think so. And I think people got a funny perspective of this whole Black Lives Matter movement. I don't agree with it.
I hate that word oppression with a passion. Oppression with a passion. Because you're telling me I don't believe I'm oppressed. Like, how are you going to tell me that? You know what I'm saying? I don't believe I'm oppressed. I just don't feel like that. I feel like there are a lot of different people, and if you're a person, you're in a bad situation, you know, that's obviously not a good thing. But I don't think that's because of your skin color. I just don't think there are obviously racist people in America or whatever, but I don't think America is racist. I don't think, and that's what this Black Lives Matter narrative is that America's racist and Black Lives Matter is going to change that. That is what they're trying to say, and I just don't agree with that.
They're using the wrong word.
That America is racist. It doesn't make sense to me.
I think everyone judges.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm not negating the fact that there are racists. There are people that literally are just like, no, white people are everything, and black people should die or whatever. Like, there are people in my school are like that. They'll say that just for attention. They might not actually be like that, but they've said it, so therefore they're racist. That's what a racist is. But like, that is not the narrative. That's not what America is. Like, I don't know how it's not about.
Plus, they believe in their socialism, like communists. So the ones that are in charge, like who represent Black Lives Matter, it's like three gay females. And they believe in Marxism.
They the ones who started this whole movement?
No.
I don't know if they started it, but they're the ones
they're the ones that are
I think they are the founders. The three black gay females.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because
but I know that they're running it right now.
Then that explains why I see a lot of LGBTQ community stuff included.
Because really it's really for them.
I don't know if I said that correct.
No, it's really for them. Like, they usurp the whole thing. So it's like Black Lives Matter, but it's really like they're trying to push LGBTQW, the alphabet people's agenda.
The alphabet people.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call them here, the alphabet people.
What?
So this is from their website. This is what they're about, right? So we work vigorously for freedom and justice for black people and by extension all people. We intentionally build and nurture a beloved community that is bonded together through a beautiful struggle that is restorative, not depleting. We are unapologetically black in our positioning, in affirming that Black Lives Matter. We need not qualify our position. To love and desire freedom and justice for ourselves is a prerequisite for wanting the same for others. We see ourselves as part of the global black family, and we are aware of the different ways we are impacted or privileged as black people who exist in different parts of the world. We are guided by the fact that all Black lives matter, regardless of actual or perceived sexual identity. There goes the agenda. Gender identity, gender expression, economic status, ability, disability, religious beliefs or disbeliefs, immigration status, or location. We make space for transgender brothers and sisters to participate and lead. We are self-reflective and do the work required to dismantle cisgendered privilege and uplift black trans folk, especially black trans women who continue to be disproportionately impacted by trans antagonistic violence. We build a space that affirms black women and is free from sexism, misogyny, and environments in which men are centered.
Look.
So they hate men too. So
no, I can't. Because this is
and
all
so on.
So
that was confusing as hell, bro.
They did not say one thing. That
was all over the place.
We are against everything and everybody.
But we're for the alphabet community.
us. I'm confused.
I didn't hear what you said because I was sending a message. I'm sorry.
It was all over the place
It
anyway.
didn't make
I read it and
it's
I
like
barely
it's
understood
like
what I
so
was reading.
they it's like every issue they have to name it
And put it in there and packed it.
put everybody into a group, and it's like everybody's just so different. And like, do you understand how many different groups you need to be able to put every single person into all those little groups that the cisgender gender?
Right.
You sound so passionate.
Because it's so annoying.
And they
like
also
I'm on
said-
TikTok 24/7, and this is the only thing that is on TikTok is this cisgendered people. Cisgendered,
What does that mean?
straight, regular people.
So real people, like real regular people.
They're saying, and they act like it's like the majority of people are like gay.
And
Or bi, and we are the
and
weird.
straight
We're like
we're the weird
we're
ones.
like the weird ones out. Like we're the ones that are like, oh no, like we should be like, you know. And then on TikTok they'll be like, I hate cisgendered people. I hate straight people.
You know why,
with
right?
Passion. They hate us.
You know why, right? Because you're normal, and they're not. Like so.
they have to justify.
Right.
Not justify. They need validation.
Right, exactly. So you're regular and they can't be. Something's wrong with them and they know it, but they can't fix it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? Like, if I can't walk, I hate people who can walk
Yeah.
because I can't walk.
Right.
Facts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I come back from deployment, right? And I deploy. I went to war. And I come back and everybody's all happy and chilling and shit. I hate those people. Because I'm not happy and chilling and you know what I mean? I wasn't here just not going to war. So that's how they feel. It's it's psychological. So those people, you could feel when you're around them that they don't want you around them or they judge. You know what I mean? Like even if you're like, you know what? Cool. Like I can still feel that they're like this. You know what I mean? Like
it's not even that. Sometimes you just feel like sometimes they feel like you feel them judging you, and then you also feel them thinking that you're judging them. It's a weird feeling of like they don't feel comfortable enough to be around you, and so it's like they're judging themselves, so they feel like everybody else is judging you. Like that's that feeling of like I was talking about it because I have a few friends that are like, you know, and so
like, you know,
and I'll talk to them about it, and I'm like, how does it feel to be in like a room of a whole bunch of people? You know what I mean? Like, how does that feel? Because I don't know what it feels like.
Right.
And it's like, you know how when you're in like the high school cafeteria and you need to get up and you walk to get like something from the front of the cafeteria.
You feel like everyone's looking at you.
You sprint, you walk mad fast because you feel like everybody's looking at you. Everybody
you're self-conscious.
is on you.
Right.
It's nothing. It's nothing. They could not be looking at you, but you feel like they are, and it's just something that's in your head.
Self-conscious.
And that's how they feel all the time around people.
Which is insecurity.
And that's why they lash out on everybody else as normal. Mm-hmm. Or, you know, or AKA normal. Or whatever,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Society normal.
Right.
You said AKA, so.
Yeah.
What society says is normal.
Right.
But
I don't have a problem. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do. You just don't push the agenda on me. That's where I have a problem.
There's a problem with that because when you start naming people and saying that everything they do, when you start saying that everything everything that people do is when you start saying that everything that people do, Mom, when you start saying that everything that people do is wrong or start giving it a bad name, when you start giving it a bad name, it's a problem. Like that affects people's life. Like just because I don't agree with you now, I'm like homophobic or whatever. Like chill. Like
right.
That's literally not cool at all.
yeah. Hey. Hey man. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be muting me again, bro.
You said cut it off.
I did not. I was talking and he muted me. Not nice. But I guess we got our point across today.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a good show.
A little something,
you know,
something.
It's a little something. We could go deeper. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's good enough for today. We got a little time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time we're gonna include our boy Jam, who's missing today.
DJ Jam.
That show is him. On the next episode. So yes, sir.
Mercy. A lot of mercy.
Thank you for listening to The Sovereign State. Tune in next time for another great episode.